Hello, it's Michael back from Corona. Improving your e-commerce conversions is a very different game than doing so in your brick and mortar store. Of course, both come down to creating a positive customer experience, but the paths that lead there cover different territory. For online shopping, retailers must compensate for the fact that the shopper can't physically interact with the product prior to making the purchase, which is why it's so important for e-commerce marketing strategy to write great product descriptions. Doing so doesn't take a master's degree. You simply need to follow a few guidelines on how to write product descriptions for e-commerce sites. So let's go through a checklist and you'll be all set. Number 1, start by identifying your target audience. Narrow your audience to a smaller pool of prospective buyers as you would with any marketing effort. You don't want to waste time and money by bringing in a group of shoppers who would never have any intention of purchasing your product. But once you decide on the ideal customer for your product, you'll then have to write product descriptions in a way that appeals to that same type of person. Can you make it funny? Why are they shopping with you? What do they care about? What about your products will interest them? Questions like these will help identify the right tone for your e-commerce product pages. Again, like all marketing avenues, you want to keep your product descriptions consistent with the rest of your brand. Step 2, give all relevant details. This step is vital for e-commerce descriptions. As we mentioned before, shoppers aren't always able to accurately envision all details of the product. Some common details that should be listed if relevant to the product include size, weight, dimensions, ingredients, materials, warnings, benefits, and certificates. If any details listed might still leave room for question, further clarify with some perspective. Clothing brands often list optimal height and weight for each size. Other retailers help shoppers picture dimensions by comparing them to the size of a common object. Most online eyeglass retailers provide mirrors for customers to try on frames from their computer. Know your audience and add details that you know they will appreciate learning about. Number 3, make it skimmable. Most shoppers no longer like to take the time to read paragraphs, especially online. In fact, internet users only read 16% of what's on a web page. Instead, they're scanning for keywords to guide them to the next step quickly. Adding attention-grabbing sections that make the copy easier to digest quickly is a key feature of product descriptions. Try including the most relevant details in a small set of bullet points. Add extensive details elsewhere, but don't let them clutter the page. You want your shoppers to be able to quickly identify important characteristics of the item that they're thinking about buying. Fonts and styles are another way to grab attention and help direct the shopper through the experience. Adding large, bold, or colorful text helps consumers jump to the most important items quickly. Finally, make sure you have enough white space. Cluttered websites mean a high bounce rate. Just like you want to keep your brick and mortar store tidy, keep your e-commerce site organized and easy to navigate. 4th, include all important keywords. Just like any other important pages of website, keywords matter. You want search engines to recognize what you're selling on each product page so that they can guide customers in the right direction. Remember, in addition to product descriptions, keywords must be included in titles, image tags, body content, and meta descriptions. When deciding on what keywords to target, consider a range of factors. Search volume is critical. Of course, it's better to rank highly for terms that have a higher search volume since you'll have more traffic in your store. Term competition also matters. High traffic terms are more competitive, meaning that they will be harder to rank for. Consider related keywords too. Sometimes it's smart to go after similar related terms or phrases instead. And competitor keywords are always worth looking into. When in doubt, see what your competitors are trying to rank for, and you'll have a good starting point. Successful use of keywords will also bring more organic traffic to your e-commerce store. This free traffic will pay dividends in the long run. Step 5, make your product descriptions sound natural. While keywords are important, it's also necessary to sound natural. You'll never want your product descriptions to be a string of keyword stuffs that add nothing to the shopping experience. All product descriptions should take on an informative and conversational tone. Your descriptions are part of your sales team. You wouldn't want one of your store's associates to sound like a robot regurgitating boring product details. The same goes for your descriptions online. In a sense, they should be speaking with the customer, not just simply giving information. Okay, number 6, use strategic adjectives and adverbs. While you've probably been tempted to throw in easy superlatives in product descriptions, don't. They are more often viewed as disingenuous rather than accurate, hurting shoppers' trust in your brand. And backing up a claim that your product is the best or excellent or revolutionary is nearly impossible. Instead, focus on words that elicit emotion or response rather than tired cliches, like breathtaking, eye-opening, fearless, gritty, miraculous, staggering, uplifting, wondrous, whatever. When in doubt, you can always crack open the thesaurus for some suggestions. The right word or two can really make the text pop. Step 7, highlight all benefits. Features and details are critical for any product description at an e-commerce store, but exhibiting the benefits is wise. Use benefits to paint a more thorough picture of the product and how it could impact the customer's life. For instance, a feature for a pair of shoes might be that they're breathable, but if you add a detail about how that feature makes the shoe perfect for long distance running, you're more directly appealing to your target audience. When thinking of benefits to include, consider how it will improve life for the customer and what problems it might solve. Shoppers don't simply want to hear about the list of features that make the product great. They want to hear a more illustrated account of how it will be worth the money. Next, add reviews and mini stories. Product reviews and testimonials from past shoppers accomplish the same goal. They're great for exhibiting ways that the product can have a positive impact on the average person. Displaying positive reviews next to or in the product description will build more brand trust and incentivize purchases. All right, next, step 9. Pair it with accurate images and videos. Add clean and vibrant product images alongside all product descriptions. Product photos are in many cases even more important than your descriptions. The majority of shoppers will spend more time looking at photos than they will reading descriptions. Any photos must not only be high quality, but they should also accurately reflect the product itself. Deceptive descriptions, claims, or images will lead to bad reviews and diminished brand trust, plus more returns. Videos can also enhance your online product descriptions. Video content is especially useful for products that need explanation for use. If there's any assembly required, a short video is a great idea. Finally, keep monitoring your results and testing various descriptions. This, of course, goes for any changes to your website. A/B testing allows you to see how changes affected traffic or conversions over a certain period. So when you do make a change to a product page, start by only doing it on one or two, not your entire catalog. This way, if the change has any unintended negative consequences, it only impacted a few pages. Don't make any changes to your most important pages either without careful consideration, and learn from the changes that you make so that you can apply the same changes elsewhere on your site. Okay, that about does it. Hopefully that provided you with a good starting point for tackling your e-commerce product descriptions. For more retail advice, check out our blog and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.